Some yarn, so let's unbox it together. I bought it from this store called the yarn store. It took like 3 days to ship, which is crazy. I wasn't expecting it to come so quickly, so I was like trying to practice starting the sweater. So this is gonna be like the collar, and I'm using just like acrylic yarn, which it's not my plan, but now I can get started on the sweater straight away instead of continuing on that. Just a little bit more red than I was expecting. I wanted like a burgundy maroon color, but this one's a little bit more like reddish. And then I also bought a white because I want to duplicate stitch. Basically, I'm inspired by like this creator on TikTok. Her name is Emily. I forgot her username, but I'll put it on the screen. And she made these like Weasley sweaters. She knitted Weasley sweaters for her and her sister. So I picked up some white to do like duplicate, not really white, it's like cream, to use for the duplicate stitch. I'm just gonna ditch the brown and go straight into this. Wish me luck. I'll update you when I have an update. Okay, hi guys. It is day 4 of me. Wait, no, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, day 4 of me knitting this sweater as a complete beginner. This is my first ever knitting pattern, and I literally picked up knitting like a week ago, maybe. So this is the progress. Sorry, I don't have the things on my hooks, and I'm really afraid that it's gonna drop. So I'm gonna try to show you guys what it looks like without dropping any stitches. I'm basically like 20 rows into the yoke, and I need to make 50 something rows for the size that I'm doing. I have an assignment due this week that I haven't started because I've just been addicted to knitting. Like, I cannot put this down. I'll probably be doing that most of this week, so I probably won't have time to knit, but I'll try to finish this before the end of the week, at least like the yoke portion. I realize my tension is still not perfect. Like, you can see that it's a little bit loose at some parts, so I'm trying to pay more attention to that. I don't know if I mentioned, this is the step-by-step sweater made by Florence. That's the progress update. So it's the next day and I haven't really made much progress. I'm currently on row 25 of the yoke out of 54. I am almost done with my first skein. So this is how much I have left. I need to search how to attach a new skein because I do not know how to attach. This skein lasted way longer than I was expecting. I know that knitting takes way less yarn than like crocheting, but this is like a lot less than crocheting. Like, I was just shocked that this is one skein worth of yarn. She's getting pretty chunky. These are my longest cables and they're already bunching up, so I might get new cables or new needles on Shopee, just like the singular needles, because right now I'm using I bought this set from Amazon and it's just like an interchangeable like needle set, and it wasn't expensive. But the thing is, they only have like 4 cables and they're all really short. Honestly, it's not going too bad. The tension, like, you can tell that my tension is not the most even, but I think it's okay. Like, it's a bit more obvious on camera than it is in real life. One other thing that I was thinking about is whether I use the wrong size needles, because I did not do a gauge swatch. I probably should have done one. Never did any for like crochet, but I feel like it's more important to do it when you're knitting. This yarn, which is the Fiddlesticks Finch yarn, calls for 5mm needles. The pattern I'm using uses Aran weight yarn, which this is Aran weight yarn, like it's 10 ply, which is worsted weight. She uses 5.5 needles, so I'm using 5.5, but the stitches are turning out a little bit big. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's not as obvious when I'm wearing it and like when you look at it from far, because like up close the stitches look really big and it's low-key like, I don't know if this is the needle size issue or like my tension issue, so maybe my tension's just loose. I'm just gonna knit this entire sweater in 5.5 and then see how it looks like on like when you wear it, because maybe when you wear it it won't be so obvious. Hi guys, please don't mind how I look right now. It's literally so hot in my room. My room gets the afternoon sun and I'm literally being baked. Or I was this afternoon. It's currently like 6-ish, so it's not as bad now, but this morning it was, or this afternoon it was really warm, and so I look like this. Anyways, I wanted to give a quick update on the sweater. So this is the progress. So it's currently up to like just below my chest area, and I want it to sit on my hips. My needles, like my cable, is not long enough to fit over my shoulders, so I can't like actually try the piece on and like see how long it's getting. So I have only just been like putting it up to my body to like measure, because if I want to actually wear it I have to transfer it onto like scrap yarn and stuff, and it just takes a very long time. So I think I'm just gonna like keep measuring against myself, and once it surpasses my belly button, transfer it onto scrap yarn and then try it on and measure it and see how much I need to like add before I move to the ribbing. Okay, I'll see you again later. Sorry if you can hear the construction outside. It's been so loud like every single day for the past like month. As you can see, the sweater is pretty much past my stomach now. I don't know why it's like this, you know what I mean? Like it's so boxy. If I don't know if you can see, but I did like ribbing for the neck. I didn't do any of the recommended necklines. Like I think I mentioned that. I might just do like a couple more rows and then start on the ribbing. Maybe the ribbing will make it better, I don't know. Like this part has just so much extra fabric, and I don't know if this is because of the size that I chose. Like it could just be that I chose a size that was too big. I'm leaving for Singapore on Saturday and I have an assignment due this week, so I probably won't be able to knit much until my assignment is over. I'm currently working on binding off my sweater. I'm just left with like this much. Let's say I'm like a little over 50% done, but it's been 2 hours. I've been working on binding this off for 2 hours and I'm watching the Hunger Games as I'm binding it off. Hopefully I can finish this tonight and then start on the sleeve tonight or tomorrow. I'll try it on and show it to you once it's fully binded off. But yeah, just wanted to give a little progress update. This is the sweater. It's obviously not finished because I still have to do the sleeves, but this is what it looks like after being binded off the cables. For the last stitch of like binding off, I kind of messed up a little bit. It slipped off my needle and then I had to like figure out which direction it was going in. I don't know if you can tell, and the tension is like kind of like off, so there's a little bit of like loose thread, and then I just ended up tying a knot. I think it took me like close to 30 hours to finish the body, which is crazy, but I'm so excited to move on to the sleeves. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next. Hello, long time no see. I've been due for an update for a while, so here's my little update. As you can tell, I'm back in my bedroom in Singapore while working on my step-by-step sweater because she's not finished. I feel like because I talked so much about like finishing this sweater before I came back, and it's not finished, obviously. I feel like I should probably kind of explain myself. Before that, I wanted to give you guys like a progress update on the sweater. So this is her. By the way, this like yarn, it drops the fluff. I don't know what it's called. It's not pilling, but it like the fluff like sticks to surfaces really easily. So it's all over my pillow, and yesterday, like when I was on the flight, it like stuck all over my shirt. It was really bad. This is the update. This is the shirt and this is the sleeve. I did make a little mistake because I didn't have a tape measure with me on the plane, and I was knitting this on the plane, and so the pattern calls for decreases to start after 10 centimeters from the underarm, so like 10 cm and then you decrease, but I didn't have a tape measure, so I just eyeballed it. And after like I came home and everything and I measured it, I realized that my first decrease was about like 12 to 13 cm instead of 10 cm, so it's a little bit longer, and so here will be a little bit more like baggy, I guess. But I tried it on and it didn't seem too bad, so hopefully it looks fine after I block it and everything. But I'm working on the sleeve and just like decreasing slowly. I don't have much time because today is Monday. I mean, it's already late, but it's technically Tuesday, but it's Monday, and I'm flying on Saturday, and I really want this to be blocked by then. So essentially I have less than 5 days to finish both sleeves, and my week is pretty packed, so it's not like I have the whole day to like sit at home and knit, so I really need to like work on it. And I have a reason why I'm not done with this sweater yet. I think the last clip I filmed was on Tuesday or Wednesday, I forgot, like last Tuesday or Wednesday. But basically last Wednesday night, or it could have been like any time like before that, but I started to feel sick on Wednesday night, and I basically contracted some sort of like viral stomach flu. And on Wednesday night, the whole of Wednesday night, I was basically like throwing up, and I just felt so sick on Thursday and Friday. And so Thursday I basically couldn't like sit up on my bed, let alone like stand, but I couldn't sit up without feeling like nauseous. I tried to knit, but I would start feeling like dizzy and I'll start feeling nauseous, and it was just a horrible like feeling. I was just so weak that because I couldn't eat. I was just so afraid that I would like end up throwing up everything that I ate. And I had to fly on Saturday, so I really was just like focused on getting better, like well enough to fly on Saturday. And even on Friday when I felt like slightly better, I just didn't have time to knit because I was busy like packing. I did end up knitting quite a bit on the plane. That's basically it. I couldn't knit for Thursday and Friday. Those were like the 2 days that I was really banking on getting like a lot of knitting done, because I ran all my errands earlier in the week, which thank God I did in hindsight. And then yesterday and today I spent pretty much the whole day with my boyfriend, so I also didn't really have time to knit. But yeah, that's the story of my weekend and my last few days before flying over. My plans for this week are basically tomorrow I'm going for like a staycation with my family. It's my dad's birthday, so my mom kind of arranged a staycation, which is really nice. So we're gonna chill pretty much like by the pool. I'm hoping to get some knitting done by the pool. Hopefully I can at least finish one sleeve tomorrow. Wednesday is staycation day 2, so we'll still be at the hotel, so hopefully I can get a little bit more knitting done on Wednesday. That's pretty much the update. It wasn't really a very long update, but a lot happened this weekend. As you can tell, I'm in a new location once again. Currently in a staycation. My family's at the pool, but I'm just here chilling for a little bit before joining them. Since I finally have the room to myself, I want to do like a quick update because I have been knitting on this staycation. We came yesterday. Basically, he was like stranded at the airport because his flights are delayed, and he was supposed to join us yesterday, but he only joined us this morning. So they are chilling at the pool and I'm working on my sweater. And I was working on this the whole of yesterday and I wanted to kind of give you guys an update. I finally finished the first sleeve and I am now working on the second sleeve. I think I have about like 2 or 3 rows before I can start decreasing. I'm gonna go down to the pool to say hi and then I'm gonna go up because it's really hot and this is the only thing I have that I brought with me, and it's like a long sleeve shirt, so I'm gonna go up to where there's like aircon. But yeah, I'm basically gonna try to finish this sleeve by today, if not latest tomorrow, but I'm really gonna try my best to finish it by tonight because I really want to block it either tomorrow or Thursday. I mean, tomorrow or Friday. Today's Wednesday. I don't know if I said that. But I have to block it by Friday at least so that I can dry overnight. I'll prefer like drop it on Friday and then drop it on Saturday and then my flight is Saturday night. So I need to finish it by Thursday night latest. So yeah, I have like 1-2 more days until I have to finish this. So today I really have to lock in and try to do as many rows as possible. Hi guys, I'm back in my room. As you can tell, I finished the sweater. I'm gonna really quickly go through this because I am about to leave for a Pilates class that is starting really soon. But I'm done with the sweater. It is so warm, the sweater. It's made out of 100% cotton, but it's actually quite warm. It's a bit short, but I think with blocking it should be fine. I didn't want to make it too long because I know that it stretches when it's blocked and I still have to weave in my ends. But my first ever sweater is finally done. I did make a mistake on the bind off of the second sleeve, so I used the bind off that Made by Florence did. I kind of misaligned them, so it's supposed to look like this, where the knit stitches, the knit bind off aligns with the knit stitches. On the red my knit bind off was on my purl stitches, and then my purls were on my knit stitches. It's just, yeah, but honestly I don't really want to go back and fix it because I'm just happy to be done with this sweater. The rips do look like they're different length though. They probably are. I forgot how many I did and I didn't write it down, so I probably should have done that. Obviously when I make this again, or if I'm making it for someone else, I'll be more careful, but since this is just for myself and it is my first sweater, I'm not really too fussed about it. I am rushing for a class, so once I'm back from my class I will block this sweater and we'll see how it turns out after. Okay, bye! Okay, I tried to stretch out the bottom a bit, but it was becoming really like wavy. And I really just need to practice blocking, I think, because I don't know how to stretch it out evenly without it like becoming wavy, especially because it's so like stretchy. But if you have any tips on blocking, please let me know because I feel like I really need the tips. Oh my gosh, it's actually raining. Thank God I brought it in. It is literally a month after I filmed that last clip of me like blocking the sweater, and I'm currently editing this video and I realized that I didn't actually film an outro or like a clip to show you guys what the final sweater looked like. I blocked it in Singapore and then I came back to Brisbane and then I started doing the duplicate stitch. This is my first time doing duplicate stitch ever, so I thought I would show you what it looks like. I did like a duplicate stitch of my initial on the front, and you can see where I started to like get the hang of the duplicate stitch, because I did this first, and obviously like the tension is not that great because it's pretty uneven and it's not really covering a lot of the red. It's like slightly more even, but honestly I don't really want to like go over this again. I might in the future if it really bothers me, but not right now. This is exactly what I had envisioned, not as boxy, but pretty much like what I had envisioned. It took me a while to actually get the duplicate stitching done, which is why I think I just ended up not filming like an outro or anything. But this is the outro. Literally a month after I finished the sweater. I'm really glad that I finally picked up knitting after wanting to for so long and just like procrastinating. I think this is honestly one of the best patterns to start knitting with if you're a complete beginner, or if you've been wanting to pick up knitting but you're too scared of doing it, or like you're procrastinating like me. I would say do this pattern. It's free. All you need to buy is just yarn and like the needles, and it's so easy to follow. Literally the YouTube video is so good. Like I watch it every single time I like don't know what I'm doing, and it's so great. I barely referred to like the written pattern except for the number of rows that I needed. And yeah, the YouTube video is just great, and it's a free pattern and video, and it's just so beginner friendly. I would 100% recommend this pattern. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye! Thanks for watching!